Hello, welcome to Divine Honesty, where I have the news for you. And today we're going to be talking about our money, our pinnacles, okay? Where is our third mother stimulus, okay? Where is our money? So I did the research for you, okay? And this is what I found, okay? Biden is having to restrict or narrow the income guidelines in hopes that it's passed, okay? Now, this proposed change is part in an effort to secure enough support for the 1.9 trillion relief plan to pass the Senate, okay? So these motherfuckers got $1.9 trillion of income. Where are they getting this money from? 1.9 trillion. And I know people saying taxes, age, but think about it. Think about it critically. All this time, there was so much available for us when there's so many people that struggle and they didn't have to, because we all of a sudden now have $1.9 trillion relief, okay? Even though we're a couple trillions in debt. Make it make sense, okay? Make it make sense. Let's keep going, okay? So he's narrowing down the income limits, of course, to try to win moderate support, because the Republicans only fuck with rich people. I'm not for sure if that's true, but that's how we think here, okay? We understand. And the whole get up about voting and, making sure things go through the proper channels in order to be a bill or verified. But it makes you think, what the fuck are they really opposing? So he had to change his income limits to exclude more people out of the stimulus. What do y'all truly want? Okay? We all know about the damn trickle down economics that the Republican Party is supposed to represent, which means give tax cuts and shit to the rich and let the money flow down, hopefully, into the ghettos. I mean, hopefully y'all catch the money now, because what they basing their ideology on is that since more companies can have less tax, then they can hire more people, and then more people will be able to work and join the economy. However, if you're getting profits to $20 billion a year, but you're only giving your employees $10 to $9, all you're going to do is just give them the opportunity to get more money and to give more people low benefit wages. Yes, it's better than zero, but what about creating will disqualify individuals earning more than $80,000 or $160,000 per household? So what this means is, in the previous stimulus, if you earn $75,000 or more, you will still be able to get a percentage of the stimulus. However, now they say, honey, if you make $80,000, we ain't giving you shit. And I kind of understand, because if you're only really giving $1,400 per person, and you have been making $80,000 to $160,000 a year, they're like, fuck that. They ain't fucking with you. You just have poor money management skills. And and trust me, I get it, okay? Let's get into this a little bit more, okay? The Senate Democrats have agreed to the House passed proposals to give an additional, 400 weekly federal unemployment payments through the end of August. The previous unemployment was about $300 a week. And hell, I know people who made money during the unemployment of coronavirus, okay? The unemployment era during coronavirus, honey. That's the best era to be unemployed. If you was able to be unemployed due to coronavirus, most people I know was making more money than they did when they were employed, okay? I'm not hating. I'm just clocking in, But if it was up to me, my ass would be on unemployment making $700 a week, okay? But it's just so backwards when you think about it. Just so backwards. So liberals are, let me go back. So liberals are frustrated. There are some liberals that's frustrated. I mean, when are liberals not frustrated? I mean, I'm just saying, I don't care whose size it is. I'm just playing. But the liberals are definitely frustrated on the decision to drop the minimum wage, which I understand. My thing is this. Now, this is the passage that really blew my mind. Mr. Biden sought to rally Democratic senators around the package on Tuesday, joining their weekly lunchtime meetings. I mean, these motherfuckers that's making almost $200,000 a fucking year are debating if we should get crumbs or not. Like, that's the whole thing that's mind-blowing for me, okay? But basically, they're having their grandest lunch times and they get the phone ring, a phone call telling them to stick together and be sure to reject attempts by the Republicans to inject changes when the Senate considers the bill that could kill its chances of passage. Wait a minute, what? So you mean to tell me if you guys don't come together and vote, this whole thing's gonna have to go again? This whole bill is gonna have to be started over because y'all cannot come together on if we should get crumbs or not? Really? And I know a lot of people say, well, it's not crumbs when it's 350 million people. But obviously we got it. It just seems to me ridiculous that these two parties can't get together in the time of need. Therefore, possibly making this go over and over again. Hopefully, it will not be that way. I highly doubt that they will reject the bill again or pass it back down, you know. We're going to just hear a few seconds about why these motherfuckers don't want to pay us. Let's hear.
From the New York Times, I'm Michael Barbaro. This is The Daily.
Come on now, we don't want to hear all that.
Been forced to stay home with their children and not be able to work can go back to work and earn money and get the economy going that way.
So this is non-traditional stimulus, but stimulus uniquely suited to a pandemic recession.
Yeah, absolutely. This is sort of the money that you spend to get this particular economy in this pandemic moment moving again. Mm-hmm. And then a last group of provisions in the bill are things that Democrats have wanted and been working for a long time that they think would be particularly helpful in this moment in the recovery. So that includes a major expansion of some tax credits meant to fight child poverty for a year, to help kids not go hungry or go homeless. It also includes an increase in the minimum wage to $15 an hour federally by 2025, which is something progressives have been pushing for years, and Democrats say, would help to give workers a raise right now when so many workers are struggling with lost hours and other problems in this recession and recovery that have disproportionately hurt low-wage workers.
Got it. So these would be long-term structural changes to the American economy.
Okay. So you hear that. They also, with this bill, they're planning to increase minimum wage. Now, $15, I make a little bit more than $15. I don't want to give them, how much I'm making, but it's still not shit. You still can't do anything with $15 while these companies are making billions of dollars. I mean, to me, $15 would have been fine probably 10 years ago or 5 years ago, but especially during the coronavirus, especially during this fucked up economy, especially during all this inflation, the fact that it's kind of $15 is kind of a slap in the face. I understand that they don't want to, put a lot of small businesses in jeopardy by raising, the minimum wage amount. However, what about Walmart? What about McDonald's? People are saying, well, that will increase the price of the products. It should not. There should be a limit. Now, I know this is going to sound very communist type, but to me, it's not. It's more about human rights. You don't need no motherfucking $1 billion to survive on this motherfucking planet. In my eyes, 10 to 20 million is a fucking enough. Imagine if most people had $100,000 a year. You know what I mean? $100,000 a year. That's pretty good for anyone. But you have people who make billions and millions, and people who make $30,000 to $40,000 a year. Like, make it make sense. No one should have to make that much money for fucking what? What are you doing with billions of dollars? There should be a cap on that shit. It should be able to be, and if it's not a cap, most of that money's gonna go into the infrastructure of America. You know, we've been having all this aid. There should be no reason why America has the most millionaires and billionaires, but we're in the most debt. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Okay, well, there you have it. I'm gonna go ahead and end this for us. So basically, we're still trying to get the Senate to pass the stimulus. We're waiting on the Senate. I have seen sources who said that they're trying to get the bill passed by March 14th, because after the Senate processes or they debate on it or bid on it or whatever, then the president can okay the bill. So they're trying to do this by March 14th. They did say that the unemployment benefits is about to end, I think, in March as well. So it is a struggle, or it is a time restraint on this bill. So hopefully they'll be able to pass it. They'll be able to get it to us. Like I said before, for most of us, we don't have to worry about the $80,000 income limit, because hell, we ain't making nowhere near $80,000. So therefore, it don't even fucking matter. But my thing is the Republican ideology, the trickle down. If the trickle down method was effective, then there's no reason why you should have to put a law in place for us to have minimum wage at $15, because you have companies that are billionaires, okay? There are owners that are billionaires want to give you $10 or $7, $8, okay? So obviously the trickle down method is not working. So truly, what are you opposing, Republican Party? If I have any Republicans in here, please make it make sense to me. What are you opposing? Are you opposing humanity? Now, I know that I know that might seem a little bit extreme, but it makes you think, okay? And I know it's not the whole Republican Party itself, but what are you opposing? What is the opposing factor to the stimulus, to our fucking money? Okay? Please leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you. This has been another Divine Honesty.